And my last question is, Conor McGregor has made some comments recently about WWE. Does Brock have any comment? Conor McGregor.
Who? Listen, I've heard of this cat. What's his name? Conor?
Conor McGregor.
He's from Irish? Or what do you call yourself?
Irish.
Yeah, he's from Ireland, right? And he weighs like 145 pounds, right? That's what my left leg weighs, all right? If Conor McGregor has the balls to stand in front of me and say what he wants to say, then I, myself personally, will address the issue. But if Conor wants to say something outside of the box, I don't give a shit what he says, okay?
And lastly, Goldberg is the other cover star in this game, and he's kind of almost been angling for a match with Brock Lesnar.
Everybody angles for a match with Brock Lesnar. They know that's where the box office is.
Everybody mentions my name to get their lines on the internet. That's all they got to do is mention my name, and it's out there. That's what they figured that out, because I'm what?
Brock Lesnar is the beast. Brock Lesnar is the conqueror. Brock Lesnar is the single biggest box office attraction in sports entertainment and or mixed martial arts.
I'm sorry, Conor McGregor, I got paid for that last fight more than you got paid for all your fights for 2016.
And with that, this has been Brock Lesnar.
Is it true that you flew to Texas to get chicken? To buy some chicken? Is that a true story?
No, there's a place in my hometown, Crumlin, Dublin, Ireland. It's called Texas Fried Chicken.
Okay.
And the place that we were in on holiday, it looked like that place.
Okay.
So we stood outside, took a picture, and that's what that was. It wasn't actually in Texas. But there's a place in Dublin called Texas Fried Chicken.
That's the rumor that's out
there.
there.
It's not a good place, though. They play football with the chicken.
Oh, my God.
It's still delicious.
Hey, man, so now you got the boxing license now. Are you going to fight Floyd?
We'll see. What's he trying to get Floyd? What's Floyd going to do? We're looking for anyone.
Well, he's been talking all this.
I'm the one with the numbers. We're looking for anyone.
Well, he's talking all this smack about you.
Into this mutant ninja to
That's what's up, man. You're the man.
Tell him come here and talk.
Exactly.
Where's your
My money's on you.
Where's your car? Here.
Yeah. Hey, Jeff, can you put my face?
Did you hear the noise of that?
Hey, man, the car is beautiful, man.
Step away from the vehicle, please. Let's step away from the vehicle. Come on, guys. Thanks.
So now, what do you like better, this or your Bentley?
Hey, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
What do you like better, this or the Bentley?
It's the rose.
The gray one. All right. Thank you, guys.
Hey, can I get a shout out for Kelly Fitty?
Oh, we gotta go, man.
Hey, boss chap, can I get a shout out for Kelly Fitty?
We gotta jump.
Hey, yo, how about a school for my football program? Got that money out about your boxing, man. You gotta remember where you come from, boy. You gotta have
You're good, champ. You're good, champ.
All right, boys. Great. Good. Yeah, good. Get this angle right here, too. Go easy,
Security, come on. Please, gentlemen, please. Gentlemen, come on, guys. Fuck this guy. Fuck this motherfucker.
Hey, I will smash you.
Go. Come on, go.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we will see. No.
Start at the bottom and work your way up.
I got a welt from Conor McGregor. Tell me about your dinner Wednesday night.
Straight to the chase. How are you? Nice to meet you.
We already did that.
Yeah, I met with Dana and Mr. Fertitta. Good conversation, like it always is. We have a good relationship. It is what it is. It happens. This is the fight game. Sometimes emotions get into it, but it's important to recognize that emotions have no place in business. So that's essentially what it was last night. We just set it aside. There's no place for emotions in this. We are doing beautiful things. So let's continue. Let's fix it and continue.
In our terms, if it were a football field and you guys are back like at the 20, did you advance it? Where are you? Are you across midfield? Are you driving? Where are you?
I'd say we're nice in the middle, sitting in the middle, in a good place.
Better than where you were?
Yeah, of course, of course.
While this impasse was taking place, you were writing what you wrote on Facebook, and they had their comments, and there was this insistence that as one of ours, you're required to go do this and go do that, and I think you took exception to that your existence is promotion.
You know, it was a publicized civil war. I was going through some things. There was some crazy stuff going on back home. I wanted to be focused on my training.
It sounds like that was maybe the sticking point. They wanted to use you the way they wanted to use you, and you said, no, I need to do this for myself and get back to the training I need.
I was in a time where I was like figuring out something. I didn't just shut out and say no to everything. I just wanted to do reasonable media, so. And then, hey, all of a sudden, Conor, it's 3 months from the fight. We've got to drag you 40-hour flights to come and do a run around New York, Vegas, California, 70 press conferences, 70 talk shows, adverts, all of this. I was like, I only made you 400 million last week. That was only last week, that fight. I know you want me to go, I need to get right. That's how it all came about, I just wanted to focus, and I was deep in the process. And especially at that particular moment, I just wanted a little bit more time. I didn't shut it off completely. Reasonable media is what I said. I said I would do New York. I said I would do everything else after that. I just need another little bit to...
Everybody is expecting Floyd to go out and not only dominate this fight, but get him out of there in 1 or 2 rounds. Floyd is starting to feel that. It's an unusual spot for him where he's looking at it and going, hey guys, I appreciate that you all have faith in me, but you've got a little bit too much. How about we go out there and 2 men go out and have a contest? These are the intangibles, because what Teddy and I are watching right now is an amateur boxer getting ready to take on the best of all time. But the intangibles do matter.
That is a pretty stark characterization. An amateur boxer getting ready to take on a guy that could be 50-0 by the time the month is out. Alberto Komodo has been on the scene all day. We've moved to Station 3. Couple action in the ring. Then we've hit the bag twice. He's there, boots on the ground. His eyes are closer than any of us. Brett, what are you seeing right now with your 2 eyes there?
Yeah, from a technical standpoint, I think Chael and Teddy have really outlined a lot of what's going through my mind. I mean, obviously, one thing I told you, Zubin, is that I expected him to be in amazing shape, and I know that that's very, very crucial to him. I mean, that's been crucial really throughout his career, especially after he lost to Nate Diaz last year. He felt that he was very inefficient with his energy, is what he said. That fight was at 170 pounds when it was supposed to be at 155 pounds. So just looking at him physically, and this has not surprised me at all. I knew all along that Conor McGregor would do everything in his power to get as prepared as is humanly possible to face Floyd Mayweather. But everything that you're hearing from the 2 experts there about the technique, I would have to agree with.
Teddy, I want to ask you this, because you have been in the corner, you have trained some of the guys that basically ate pressure for lunch, and Chael has talked about what a performer this guy is under pressure. For those of us that are just fans, that haven't been in the corner, that haven't been in the ring, can you explain the intangible of the mental side of something like this and the pressure with the world watching? Not the physical, the mental.
There's a mental part, and he's right on the button talking about the mental part. My UFC counterpart there. 75% of the game, all right? There it is. 75% of my business, my sport, is the mental part. And McGregor has been in that realm. He has been in that environment. He's been under the big lights. And the most important part, what does that mean mentally being right? What does that mean having the mental edge that you have to be a championship fighter in whatever whether it's boxing or UFC. What it means is that you have to understand, you have to be able to push the wolf away from the door. The wolf of submission. The wolf of where you feel like breaking down. The wolf where you feel like giving in. Where you don't think that you can find the way. Where you start to make excuses. Where you're not reliable. Where you start to give in. Where the normal person, the person out there, the layman person, they can do that. They can give in. They can still go to work the next day. They give in. They say they're sick. And the next day they can still show up at work and it might not hurt their career. But in the boxing ring, you cannot do that. That's called the chamber of truth. And the truth will find you fast. So he understands what it means to be tempted by those hard truths. He understands what it means for the wolf to come to the door, for the devil to knock on the door and say, hey, you know what? You can get out of here. You know, it's not human nature to face what these guys face. The natural thing to do is to survive. Let's be honest. That's why we've been around as a race so long. We find ways to survive. But when you're in the ring and that natural instinct comes to you to say, hey, I wanted to survive. I want to be able to get out of this so I can be okay, so I can survive. When that comes, you have to be able to shut it down. That's not normal.